It's John Schwabish from policyviz.com. Another dataviz critique. A real quick one here. This is a tweet from a couple weeks ago from Justin Wolfers, just asking what this graph type is called. Just want to show this. I don't know the original source for this. Figure 11, average tariff rates. You can see we've got this line. I would call this a strip plot, even though it's not lines, it's dots, but you can see here that we go all the way down from 0%. See the EU and the United States a little under 1%, and then we work our way up. We see Brazil, Korea, and Argentina. The reason I wanted to show this was because of the responses in here. A lot of folks, if you're in the data visualization field, will recognize Amanda McCulloch, Alberto Cairo, a few others. I think a lot of people are calling this a strip plot or a dot plot, but I want to go into some of the ones that are a little more critical. Like, look at this. This is calls it a crappy plot. Some people call it a line plot. I would disagree with that, but a crappy plot. Someone calls this lazy, and I think someone else calls this, bad. And I'm curious why people think this is a bad plot, right? I think this is an alternative to what would be a standard bar or column chart for the most part, especially from the World Bank, which tends to love bar and column charts. We've got, I don't know, about 12 or 15 countries here. I think we can easily imagine this being a bar chart, but I think here was just placing it along this one single line. The plot allows you to see each of these relative rankings without having all of the ink that would be associated with a bar chart on the page. And so if you really to think about how many of these graphs you could put in a single visualization on a single page, right? Imagine you can have these lines. You could have 3, 4, 5, 6 of these vertical lines parallel to one another showing the same or different metrics with all these different countries on them, sort of a broken apart parallel coordinates plot as you were, but really just showing these relative values. So I actually like this plot, even though a bunch of people in this Twitter feed did not. So I would call this a strip plot. You could call it a dot plot. You could call it whatever you like. The words kind of don't matter so much, but I think that this is a really nice way to show these particular data. So this is John Schwabish from policyviz.com. I hope this was helpful to you in your quest to visualize your data in more effective ways.